Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, we go live in 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Hello, hello! So, this is Need for Speed Carbon. Back when EA actually made good games, XZ. I'm George. I think to my right is Lonne, right? Lonne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep, to
If the
my right is
layout's
Lonne.
correct.
We're racing New Game Plus, which is probably the most glitch-laden category you can have in any Need for Speed game ever. And we've been told that we're a little bit ahead of schedule right now. So we actually get to explain some of the glitches instead of before the run even starts, instead of just starting and just hectically explaining. Um, Instead of hectically explaining while we're doing this one, which will only be like 50 minutes. So start off. We're currently in the start career screen, except we're on a safe corrupted save right now. Before we went live, uh we actually had a completed save file, busted our only car, resumed to the main screen, and and EA, when they coded this game, when you go to your main screen after getting a game over, that's what it's called, uh, they clear your career status, but they don't clear your unlocks, which means we're gonna have all the unlocks available right from the start. And another thing to mention is we have a second save file, and this second save file is to wrong warp straight to the end of the game because we don't have the track available to wrong warp. Uh, because the track to which we need to wrong warp to is the final Kenya battle of the game, and we can't go over until we actually beat the game. So we just load a second save file. That's why it's New Game Plus. If we could wrong warp to the end of the game, this wouldn't be New Game Plus, and original 80% would just be 50 minutes. 50 minutes. With that said, Lonnie, you wanna go?
Um. Sure.
All
Are
right.
you ready?
Yep. You wanna count
All
down?
right then.
Let's
All right.
go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yay.
So, game starts off with Cross chasing you from Most Wanted. In case you care about the plot, you did some bad stuff in Most Wanted, and Cross wants to chase you here. So you just drive down the canyon to a loading zone. Ooh, slight mistake from me there. Not the best.
We hope you enjoyed this car because you're never gonna see it again.
Yup. Spoiler. We're totaling this car in about 30 seconds to a truck. Spoiler alert.
Although you do unlock it from like the reward cards thing.
Yeah, you
It's
can unlock this car, but you can't actually on a legit save file. You can't actually unlock the M3 in career mode. So you can't actually skip the save file into best part. Game really wants them face you to sit down there. So the start of the game is basically it's just regular. It actually has an inbuilt tutorial you can't skip. Shoutouts to 20XX games with tutorials you can't skip.
Also,
And
you'll notice we switched to manual transmission. We don't use automatic. It's faster that way because you can automatic shifts too early.
yes, automatic also limits your top speed, so that's another thing. Like basically automatic shifts too early, you can get more. Also, I have speech on. That's a bad mistake. I just lost a bit of time there. So there's a time save in tutorial. If you don't have speech enabled, you save a few seconds because tutorial actually goes by faster. But I
Yeah,
must
because
have messed that up.
it waits for them to stop talking before it plays the next
Yep.
voice line.
Yep.
But if they don't talk, then it just continues. Because obviously it's not waiting for their voice line to finish.
Yep. On the positive side, you actually get to you actually hear Nikki, because you never actually hear her talk because we just disable speech. Alright, that was a pretty good draft for me. So one thing about tutorial is if you don't have speech enabled, tutorial's gonna go faster. You might have seen Neville. I have to actually slow down here. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for Nikki. Just gonna wait here so Nikki can cross over the shortcut. Done. So if we disable speech, I would have blocked Neville early. You might have noticed there's a shortcut where Neville was slowing down for. You can actually like get into a situation where Neville crashes in that shortcut and Nikki just keeps on going, and it's actually like kind of like a mini soft lock, and like Nikki just keeps on going forward and forward and forward and just doesn't stop, and after a while the game just auto restarts the tutorial. Something has gone desperately wrong and just restarts the tutorial. So now for the favorite part of running Need for Speed. Carbon.
Yeah, this is the this prologue bit, it only takes like 6 minutes, but it's like this is like the biggest reset point in the entire run, and it's not even 10 minutes into like usually a 2-hour run, and you're at a reset point.
Yep. Because in tutorial you might get the soft lock on Neville, or you might get a bad block, or you might go over the shortcut too early, which is why I waited at that shortcut so long. I really wanted to make sure that I didn't go over there early, because if I went over there too early, then it wouldn't have registered and I would have had to drive to the next shortcut. So it turns out the fastest way to do tutorial, and I'm not joking here, is literally to hope that a truck comes the opposite way, which is what I'm gonna do. And if I don't get a truck here, I'm gonna lose a lot of time. But this is what you do in New Game Plus, kinda. But it seems like I'm gonna lose some time here by not. I could have started killing them earlier, but there's a truck. Okay, I'm good.
Oh yeah, truck.
Oh, they all survived. Never mind. Okay, one died, but I'm still gonna lose a lot of time.
Really,
here.
I got 2 of them actually. I also got caught under the truck.
Okay, that works. I just let them go in the opposite lane.
2 truck hype. I got a second truck, but I don't need it.
So yeah, that was not an optimal escape. But if this was an optimal escape, I would be done by now. So all this time is basically just lost time, and there is no chance of ever getting like the number 1 time is so optimized. Like the good times are so optimized that if you mess up at escape, it's just game over. So
yes.
Yep.
But
this is a race, so I don't think this matters too much.
Yeah, I'm actually getting just before the text message.
Alright.
That's a time save, getting there before because the marker, like the trigger for the escape is there after you lose the cops.
Yep.
But usually you have to wait for a text, but if you get there before the text, it'll still play the cutscene.
So at this point, plot twist, our routes will actually diverge. Lonne is going to do for some safe strats here. Lonne will be actually doing 2 regular races here to unlock an insanely OP car, which is somehow classified as a tier 1, say 240 SX.
Somebody has to finish this race.
Yep. He's going for safe strats, and he will not struggle at areas. I am not going to do that. I'm upgrading this RX-8. And this is why we did a New Game Plus like safe corruption glitch, so we can upgrade this RX-8. I'm saving my save file. I'm saving my save file there because the game actually doesn't autosave on the prologue. And this is the warm-up glitch. We just select Eternity Pass. This is the final canyon duel game. We don't even like go into it. We just select it, exit out immediately, load back our file, and this is where it gets funny. You go into free roam, and you just drive to an event. And I know this car is slow as hell, and yeah. But while I'm driving over to the event, I'll explain Darius. So you would think, oh shit, we're just warm-upping straight to the end of the game, like we're gonna get our ass beat, right? There's some rubber banding in this game. Also, that traffic card...
You are getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, that traffic card just went for some decent airtime. I'm not gonna lie there, that was some really good airtime. If anybody saw that, that was some good stuff. Alright, so we drive to an event, we change our active crew member, we're not actually changing it, but we just go into that menu, and voila! Introduction to Canyon, we just warm up to the end of the game. Now, we're facing off against Darius here with an for Audi R8, basically like an insanely good car, but...
Yeah, it's like a pre-R8 R8. It's like the same body kit and everything.
Yep. But there's some rubber band in the game, so we don't like lose immediately. So the way canyon duels work is, in stage 1, the closer I am to Darius, the more points I get. In stage 2, the closer he is to me, the more points I lose, and I have to make it over the finish line in stage 1. In stage 2, with more than 0 points. If I run out of points, it's game over. I have to restart, and that's like a 3-minute time loss because I'm on stage 2, and I'm driving the track down the second time already. Problem. Since Darius obviously has a faster car and the rubber band isn't strong enough, I'm gonna run out of points at one point in stage 2. The solution, when you get hit, when the cars collide in a canyon duel, in stage 1 you lose 5k points because you should have avoided that collision, but in stage 2 you actually gain 5k points. Which means, by brake checking Darius at the end of stage 2, I get additional points to make it over the finish line. But if Darius in stage 2 overtakes me while I'm trying to brake check him, it's game over. So my goal in stage 1 is to get as many points as possible so I can delay the brake check mode. Because once it gets into brake checking, it gets really hard and I have to really focus. So I believe Lon is on his second race right now.
Yeah, I just started this sprint race. I finished Park Drive. I actually won it first try this time.
I got 30k points at the jump. That's okay, but it could be better. You can get like 40k points at that point. The most important part of driving in Darius in stage 1 is this. After the next 2 corners, Darius is gonna slow down and allow us to get really close, so this is where we farm points. If I fuck up at this hairpin, stage 2 is gonna be really hard. Alright, looks like that's an okay hairpin. Oh, that sign slowed me down a little bit though, so... Ooh, am I gonna get into the light green here? Don't think so. Alright, stage 2 is gonna be a bit hard. I got into the light green for a little bit. Okay, now, there we go, that's some points. That's some good points. Alright, so... the baseline for this to, like, have a chance at completion at stage 2 is, like, 100k points. I almost want to take 10k points, so... I'm on pretty good pace to finish this in one try. But again, if I fail this, at the end, brake checking Darius, it's a 3-minute time loss. Which means Lana might catch up.
Yeah, so I just bought the 240SX, which is
nice.
Which is OP, one of the most OP cars in the game.
It's like the most OP TL1 car. Ooh, that was not a good corner, so there's Darius already being really close. So to get this out of the way first, because I'm gonna be really focused doing the brake checking. Timing stops. Yeah, timing stops when I cross the finish line and the end screen is displayed. I'm saying this now because I can't say this once I start brake checking. I have to really focus. Once I cross the finish line, it's time, but if I run enough points before, or Darius overtakes me, or I have to restart, then it's not. Alright, this is looking to be pretty good amount of points. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. Okay, Darius needs to calm down. Okay, I'm actually gonna switch into far cam here so I can see him brake checking. I have to start brake checking now. If I fail this, I have to do stage 1 and stage 2 all over again. I'm gonna play this really safe. I really don't want to do that at stage 1 and 2 again. Come on, Darius, come closer. Oh no, don't overtake me! Do not overtake me! He overtook me! I might be able to pass back. No! And this is...
I just started,
I just did a really bad mistake, by the way.
What did you do?
I didn't hit restart. I have to set up wrong warp again.
I've never seen that. I've never heard that happen.
Ouch. Ouch. I was supposed
How
to
did you...
I was supposed...
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's okay, at least somebody's finishing.
I can still finish if I get it first try, I believe. I believe we're currently at like 15 minutes, right?
Probably. See, this is why it's called Degen Dash.
Timer is almost at 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah, so I can definitely still finish if I get the...
Well, I mean, you've got time.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm currently winning because he has to set up the wrong warp glitch again.
Wow, I might get cops on my way to wrong warp. That would be quite... Nah, I'm not. I'm already at the... Okay. Yeah, that was a really bad mistake. I just didn't think about hitting the button there. But yeah, if I succeeded at that first try there, it was a really good attempt. I just messed up at the corner and let him overtake me, so... As I said, if you let him overtake you, it's game over.
See the reason why the 240SX is so overpowered is because of the flip up headlights. Clearly, this is why I have an advantage over Darius, is I have flip up headlights, and he doesn't. And if you've learned anything from the media, you know that flip up headlights are overpowered. No, I don't have a spoiler. I don't think I'd have enough money for a spoiler, unfortunately. If I had, I only had like 900 credits left. But I don't know what's the cheapest spoiler. I doubt George knows that either.
Spoiler actually doesn't make you fast in this game. It's just visual.
Oh, we passed him, boys!
You know!
Time's coming up in 5.
You actually didn't.
3, 2, 1, and time.
You actually passed him!
I did!
That has never happened before, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, nope, I have never done that.
Wow!
1649.
Nice.
RTA.
That's a PB, by the way. That's a PB for you, Lana.
That is.
Yeah, I noticed.
I can't believe it. Well,
see, I told you it was possible. I told you. I knew we could pass Darius.
unfortunately, the safe start and overtaking is still slower than just risking it with the arcs.
It's like 3 minutes slower.
Yep. Alright, how are we on time here? I think we're about to hit like 17 minutes or so. I don't have the timer up right now, I'm sorry.
We're almost getting to 18 right now.
Alright, 18, so I should be finishing within 2021.
Oh, I should probably start playing the credits as well. I
mean,
forgot.
I mean, dude, take your time.
If I fail this, that's obviously a DNF for me, unfortunately. So I'll try extra hard to show that it's possible. Gotta show that it's possible to beat Darius in the RX-8.
Like, as I said, I passed him at the point we were talking about the downhill section where you get the fastest.
Yeah.
I knew you could overpass it. You could overtake him.
Yeah, I actually suspect that it might even be possible to overtake him there with the RX-8, but
It's probably like, probably have to be like a robot to be able to do that.
Yeah.
We're talking like probably like serious tasks kind of thing, you know?
Ooh, careful. That was a bit dangerous. Alright, I definitely have more points now, so I'm in a much better spot here now. Okay, I'm gonna start. Come on here. Darius needs to come. I don't like this. That was really close. I brake checked him with 1k points.
Whoa, that was close.
Okay, I think I'm finishing here. I am definitely finishing. Alright, time's coming up for me now. That is a 100% finish. Time.
Hey, you did it!
1956.
Sub 20! Woo!
Memes.
Memes, XD! And again, just like every marathon appearance I've ever made, I forgot to record it.
Nice. Well, you can just submit the VOD as your PB, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I can't believe you actually got the...
I know.
Yep.
See, I told you it was
Hold on. Best line in all of credit speedrunning.
There's always someone out there who's a little faster than you are. And sooner or later, they're gonna catch up.
That line right there is the best line, like ending to a speedrun you can imagine. It's so meta. It's probably it's one of my favorite parts of PBing, because even if you PB, Derek just comes at you and it's like, you know what, you can do better. And you know what, Lonnie did better today. Lonnie did better today. You got a PB, a surprising PB, to be sure.
I got a PB, and that's the first race I've ever beaten you in.
I did go for risky strats, and I paid the price. Paid the big price. So.
What did he say, by the way?
Huh?
What did the guy say, by the way?
Darius, he said, enjoy it while it lasts. There's always gonna be someone faster than you and sooner or later they're gonna catch up.
Yeah, that's definitely definitely applies to speedrunning.
Yep,
That's too true.
Yep, it's definitely a meta ending to a speedrun.
See, George is just sitting there hoping that nobody faster comes around. Because he's the current any percent holder. And
oh yeah,
JD might come around and come get it.
I do currently hold the original new game, any percent world record, although it is improvable. I do have a lot of time saved in there, and
Yeah, and JV exists.
yeah, and
JV is like
Dewey
the god of
exists.
Need for
Yes.
Speed.
Yep. So Lana, do you wanna shout some people out?
First off, the wonderful people over at X Black Box that made this glitch possible. Without these guys, we would never have beaten the game in 20
Yep.
minutes.
Yep.
But probably if we're gonna thank anyone else, probably all the runners of Carbon in that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
people like JV, Ewell,
Yep.
Lucky,
Definitely.
Grim,
Definitely.
who's done a lot of like theory work.
Definitely huge shout out for Evil for like managing Need for Speed in general. He's the serious mod. He handles like everything, and without him, we wouldn't probably be here today.
Yeah, and it's like especially people like Grim who would like help like develop all this stuff.
Grim is a large theory craft in our community, and he's really experienced in terms of programming stuff. So yes.
And then everyone else in the community just for being there.
Yep.
Because without them, we wouldn't be here.
Yep.
So
it wouldn't be fun just speedrunning without a community.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's Need for Speed Carbon. Yep, that's Need for Speed Carbon done in 20 minutes. So if you feel like we just skipped over the entire game, me and Lana do stream regular New Game Plus from time to time. Shameless plug right there. And there's also a lot of other runners. I would link the Need for Speed service Discord right now, but unfortunately I don't actually have unfortunately I already thingies.
You're into shell. You'd be acting like too much of a shell. Capo.
No, I was about to I'm confused right now. I just literally confused myself. I quite literally confused myself.
How?
I'm not even sure what I was gonna say.
But if we've learned anything, is that eventually JV is gonna come back. You know that.
Yep, JV is gonna come back, and once that happens, competition for world record will be very lit. I think that's about it, right? I think we're done here.
Probably.
Yep,
yeah.
We're done here. Well, I think Lonne's credits are about to roll over, so I think that would be nice.
I just finished. Yeah.
Your credits just finished, perfect. So I guess that's a nice ending part right here. So that's Carbon. That's back when EA game Need for Speeds were still very good. Shoutouts to everybody making this possible. Shoutouts to the tech crew. And shoutouts to you all being here.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. Yeah. I hope you enjoy the rest of Degen Dash.
Yep.
Because there's more awesome games.
Oh yes.
Yeah. For example, the next one, Spy versus Spy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. That's it from us. See ya.
Yeah.